So many people miss having breakfast before work or before school, and that's really bad because breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day. So here are a few breakfasts that I really love eating myself. They're really tasty and they're not too difficult to make either. Okay, so there are 3 different recipes I'd like to show you today. Here you can see them here. There's one smoothie, there's some pancakes, which are banana pancakes, and also scrambled eggs with pepper spinach on toast. So the first thing we'll do is the smoothie. You'll need a blender, and I'm starting off by putting in a couple of frozen bananas. I think it's about 1 frozen banana chopped up into little pieces. The nice thing about smoothies is that you can literally put whatever you want in them. So I'm adding strawberries, raspberries and blueberries there. You can also put in some yogurt, which I'm doing here, which is natural Greek yogurt, and also any liquid of your choice. We only add orange juice, but it's advisable to do this before the yogurt. Now I'm putting on the lid, giving it a bit of a shake and sticking it in the blender to blend. Because of the frozen bananas, they might not blend properly, so do be sure to give it a bit of a shake every now and then and carry on until it's blended to the right consistency for you. Then you take it off and pop it in a glass. Careful not to spill it like I did. Add in a straw, after you've cleaned up obviously. And Bob's your uncle, 1 smoothie, 1 breakfast, ready to go. This also counts as one of your 5 a day, which you guys know I'm trying to eat more of. Next one is the spinach and peppers on toast with scrambled eggs. So I'm taking half of a red pepper here. You can also use tomato or any other vegetable of your choice, and a large handful of spinach. So make sure you chop up the vegetables so it's nice and small, but don't worry too much about the spinach. So we'll put that aside and pick it up again later. Now we'll need a bowl, and in that bowl I will crack an egg. This is for the scrambled eggs in case you didn't know. Add in a little bit of seasoning, so I'm chucking in a bit of salt, a little bit of ground black pepper, and also a little bit of garlic granules. Now you don't want to put too much in here because they are very strong. Whisk that one all together, that looks so weird. Then add in a little bit of milk. Whisk it all together again until it's nice and creamy and all mixed together. And then we'll take it to the frying pan. So put a bit of oil in the frying pan and put the vegetables in first. I'm starting off with the peppers and then just chucking the spinach on top. Now spinach is a vegetable that shrinks massively when you cook it, so don't worry about it overflowing or looking like loads at the moment, because it will shrink down. Give that a bit of time to cook, and I think the phrase is wilting. That's what it's called when spinach starts to look a little bit like that. So when it gets to that stage, you know it's nearly done. Then you can add in your egg mixture. Make sure it's all filled in with the pan. Don't worry about it being too neat because you're going to scramble it anyway. I think that's my favourite thing about this recipe, that you don't have to worry about trying to make a nice omelette or anything. And then you pop a bit of toast in the toaster. There you go, destroy that perfectly round scrambled egg. Stir it all up so it's all nice and cooked all the way through. Now it doesn't look very appetizing at the moment, but I promise you it tastes amazing. Once your toast is done, add some butter. That probably isn't toasted enough for my liking, but we're a push for time. And then add in your vegetables and scrambled egg. Just pile it on top however you want to. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to look good either. As we all know with food, the most important thing is the taste. And there you are, one scrambled egg with peppers, spinach on toast. It's making me hungry just watching this video. And then the last thing we're going to do is the banana pancakes. Now this one takes the longest to make and is also probably the most difficult. So you need one banana, make sure to take out any bad bits, and then we're going to mash that on a plate. It doesn't have to be completely smooth, just fairly mashed will do. Pop that into a bowl. And in that bowl you also want to add 1 egg. And whisk that all together, or mix it with a fork. You also want about 1 tablespoon of flour. Again, mixing it up. I'm such a messy cook. And lastly, a splash of milk. And you guessed it, mix it again. Back to the pan, we need a nice hot pan with hot oil sort of covered in the bottom of the pan, and then you want 1 spoon of your pancake mixture. And we'll let that sizzle. Now the important thing with pancakes is patience, which I have very little of. So you need to wait for it to cook, and it also needs to be on a really low heat so you don't burn it before it's cooked enough to flip it over. And then the best technique to use when trying to flip it is to wiggle it so that you don't end up pushing it all the way up the side, and then just a flick of the wrist to flip it over. I'm also patting it down here to get rid of any air bubbles and making sure it cooks all the way through. Keep checking the bottom as well because you don't want to burn it, and then when it's done, again wiggle the spatula underneath and pop it on a plate. So do that for all of the mixture, and when you are done you can add a drizzle of whatever you would like. I've chosen golden syrup, and if we had any leftover berries or fruit I would have added that to the pancakes, but you can literally do whatever you want. And there you go, the 3 easy to make, really quick, really tasty recipes. If you actually make any of these recipes, do be sure to tag me. Should we start a hashtag? How about breakfast with Tash on Twitter? Take pictures, let me know how you get on. I'd love to see how your own takes on these recipes. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next week. Bye!